The world we share is a delicate balance of power, both natural and man-made. For nations like Japan, an archipelago of mountains and vibrant cities, the challenge of finding clean, safe energy is a profound one. This quest became incredibly urgent after the powerful forces of nature were unleashed in 2011, leading to the Fukushima disaster. That event shook the country to its core, forcing it to look away from the atom and turn its gaze towards the sky, towards the endless life-giving power of our sun. It was a moment of reflection that sparked a quiet but determined search for a new path forward, one that could secure its future without risking its present. This journey is not just about technology, it is about resilience and hope. Japan's unique geography presents a formidable puzzle. With a population of over 120 million people living on land where mountains cover vast stretches, space is the most precious of commodities. Traditional solar farms, which require enormous flat fields to bask in the sun, are a luxury Japan simply cannot afford. Every square meter of usable land is needed for homes, for farming, or for the bustling industries that power its economy. This fundamental constraint has forced Japanese innovators to think differently, to look beyond the ground and imagine a new way to capture sunlight. Their challenge was to find a solution that could be integrated into the very fabric of their crowded world. This is where human ingenuity truly shines. Instead of sprawling fields of glass and silicon, Japanese scientists and engineers began to perfect a remarkable new technology. They looked to a special type of crystal structure known as Perovskite. These are not the heavy, rigid panels we are used to seeing. Imagine instead a solar cell so thin, so light, and so flexible that it behaves more like a film than a solid panel. This breakthrough material promised to turn the problem of limited space into an incredible opportunity. It was a chance to transform every available surface into a source of clean energy, a concept that seemed to belong to the realm of science fiction. The potential of these new perovskite cells is truly astonishing. They can be made semi-transparent, allowing them to be placed over windows without completely blocking the view. They are light enough to be installed on rooftops that cannot support the weight of conventional panels, or even on the curved surfaces of vehicles. This adaptability means that cities themselves could become giant power stations. Skyscrapers, homes, train stations, and even cars could all contribute to the energy grid. This vision redefines what a solar panel can be, moving it from a remote field to the heart of urban life, harvesting sunlight where it is needed most. At the heart of this energy revolution lies the perovskite crystal itself. This synthetic mineral, named after a Russian mineralogist, has a unique structure that is exceptionally good at absorbing sunlight and converting it into electricity. Unlike the thick, heavy silicon wafers used in traditional solar panels, perovskite materials can be dissolved into a liquid and printed onto surfaces, almost like ink. This process allows for the creation of solar cells that are hundreds of times thinner and lighter. It is a fundamental shift in how we think about making solar technology, moving from a heavy industrial process to one that is more adaptable and versatile for our modern world. One of the most exciting aspects of these new cells is their remarkable efficiency. The amount of sunlight a panel can convert into usable electricity is its most important feature. While traditional silicon panels have been improving for decades, their physical properties give them a theoretical limit. Perovskite cells, however, have a much higher potential ceiling. Scientists believe they could one day convert a significantly greater percentage of sunlight into power. This means that for the same amount of surface area, a perovskite cell could generate far more electricity. For a country like Japan, where every centimeter counts, this higher efficiency is a game changer of monumental proportions. However, this promising technology is not yet perfect. Nature often reminds us that great rewards come with great challenges. One of the main hurdles for perovskite solar cells is their durability. The very materials that make them so efficient can also be sensitive to moisture and oxygen, causing them to break down more quickly than their silicon counterparts. Furthermore, the cost of producing these advanced cells on a massive scale is still quite high. Scientists and engineers across Japan are working tirelessly to overcome these obstacles, experimenting with new chemical formulas and manufacturing techniques to create cells that are both long-lasting and affordable for everyone. Despite these challenges, the advantages are simply too great to ignore. The ability to manufacture these cells in Japan offers another crucial benefit: energy independence. A key ingredient in some perovskite designs is iodine, and Japan is one of the world's largest producers of this element. By developing this technology, Japan not only reduces its reliance on imported fossil fuels, but also gains control over its own clean energy supply chain. This is a powerful strategic move, providing economic security and reinforcing the nation's ability to stand on its own feet in an uncertain world. It is a story of a nation taking control of its own destiny through innovation. With this incredible technology in hand, Japan has set itself an ambitious and inspiring goal. The government and industry leaders have charted a course to generate 20 gigawatts of power from perovskite solar cells by the year 2040. To put that number into perspective, it is an amount of electricity equivalent to the output of roughly 20 nuclear reactors. This is not a minor adjustment to its energy policy, it is a bold declaration of intent. It signals a determined shift towards a future powered by clean, distributed, and resilient sources of energy, a future where power is generated on the very buildings where it is consumed, silently and safely. Achieving such a monumental target requires a national effort on an unprecedented scale. It is a vision that goes far beyond the laboratory. Japanese companies like Sekisui Chemical are already investing enormous sums into research and development, building pilot production lines to refine the manufacturing process. The government is providing crucial support, streamlining regulations and funding projects that will help bring this technology from a scientific curiosity to a commercial reality. We are witnessing the birth of a new industry, one that could see Japan reclaim its historic position as a global leader in solar technology, a title it held decades ago before being overtaken by others. The journey to 2040 will be a gradual but transformative one. In the coming years, we will begin to see these remarkable solar films appear in unexpected places. They may be integrated into the windows of new office towers, turning entire glass facades into vertical power plants. We might see them on the roofs of buses and trains, helping to power their systems as they move through the city. They could even be incorporated into backpacks and clothing, providing personal power on the go. Each application, no matter how small, will be a step towards that 20 gigawatt goal, a demonstration of how this technology can be woven into the tapestry of daily life. This mission is driven by a deep understanding that the old ways are no longer sufficient for the challenges of our time. The reliance on large centralized power plants, whether nuclear or fossil-fueled, creates vulnerabilities. A single point of failure can have devastating consequences, as the past has shown. By contrast, a distributed network of millions of small-scale solar generators creates a more robust and resilient energy system. If one part of the grid is disrupted, others can continue to function independently. This is not just about producing clean energy, it is about building a smarter, safer, and more secure foundation for society. The work being done in Japan is not just a story about one nation's energy future. It holds a powerful lesson for the entire planet. Many countries around the globe face similar challenges of high population density and limited available land. From the bustling cities of South Korea and Singapore to the historic urban centers of Europe, the need for clean energy often clashes with the lack of space for traditional renewable installations. If Japan can successfully turn its cities into power stations, it will provide a blueprint for others to follow. It could unlock a new era of urban energy generation for the most crowded corners of our world. Success in this endeavor could also rebalance the global energy landscape. For years, the manufacturing of solar panels has been dominated by a handful of countries, creating complex and sometimes fragile supply chains. Japan's focus on a new advanced technology, using materials it has in abundance, could position it as a major exporter of next-generation energy solutions. This would not only be a triumph for its economy, but would also foster healthy competition and innovation worldwide. It could accelerate the global transition to renewable energy by providing new tools and new inspiration for nations everywhere. empowering them to pursue their own clean energy ambitions. Of course, the path ahead is not without uncertainty. The challenges of durability and cost must be overcome before perovskite solar cells can truly become a mainstream technology for all. The full-scale market entry may still be some years away, perhaps in the early 2030s, but the commitment and the investment are there. Every day, researchers are making progress, finding new ways to make these cells stronger and cheaper. This tireless pursuit of improvement is a testament to the human spirit's ability to innovate its way towards a better future, even when the obstacles seem immense. The journey is as important as the destination. And so, as we look at our world on this day in 2025, we see a story of hope unfolding in Japan. It is a story of a nation channeling the memory of a past tragedy into a powerful force for positive change. By embracing the challenge of its own landscape, it is pioneering a technology that could one day help power our entire civilization. Japan's solar revolution, born from necessity, could become a gift to the world, offering a new dawn in our shared quest for a sustainable and harmonious relationship with our planet. The sun, our oldest source of energy, may yet hold the key to our long-term survival, thanks to the ingenuity unfolding today.